Man, what a year to be a 2K player. A lot of people are like struggling with their builds. So I wanted to showcase my personal build, and I want to let you guys know that we're doing a Rate My Build live stream today. Is gonna be litty. If you guys would like to submit your build for our Rate My Build live stream later on today at 3 p.m. Eastern, consider joining our Discord. We just hit 22,000 members. We'd love for you guys to become a part of the family. The link for Discord will be in the description below so you guys can submit your build. Now this video is about Paint Beast versus Stretch Big, Stretch Glass Cleaners, inside versus outside type of bigs. I'm gonna show the attributes for this particular build, my day one first build, patch proof build for NBA 2K23. And I know a lot of you guys may not be able to even run with a build like this, but I want to show you my build and its attributes and all its strengths. I played with it already online and it is absolutely goated for what it's meant to do out there. We're finna get into the attributes. We're gonna match this up versus some of my experiences with some of the taller bigs and what they're doing out there. I am non-biased. I may consider creating another build to play like some of the other builds that I'm seeing out there as well, but for this build in particular, which will match up its strengths and weaknesses versus some of the other bigs out there. Off rip, you see this build is gonna have a 93 driving dunk. This allows me for limitless takeoff on goal, slithery on goal, posterizer on goal, standing dunk at a 90, and this build also gets the elite contact dunks, which is super goated. This build is primarily made as an inside athletic center type of build. 6'11", a 76 post control allows me room to get badges like back down punisher and drop stepper, post spin technician, badges like that in case I want to incorporate those type of mechanics into my inside scoring arsenal. And the super big weakness on this inside center is that it has no shooting. I make sure to have a decent free throw, so if I take this build into rec or pro-am, I can hit some free throws. But this build was primarily made to run with a goated shooting threat point guard. Outside of a goated shooting threat point guard, this build will be an extreme liability. And the reason for that is that this build is primarily made for finishing and a tremendous amount of defense, as this build already has 35 defensive badges. And I know a lot of you guys are like, how the hell did you get 35 defensive badges? I set it up with 31 defensive badges, but then I got the +4 badges from the Welcome to the League quest, and that quest is like super long, but you guys can see 35 defensive badges. We'll get right back into the attributes. Playmaking, I just, again, build is primarily made for the pick and roll type of offense. Everything else about this build is made for extreme defense. And the reason why I'm talking about extreme defense, which we'll get into the badges, we'll go on over to defense and showcase the badges that this build is fitting to get. I'll move my my webcam over so you guys can see the tier 3 anchor. This badge will go up to Hall of Fame at the tier 3 level. Brick wall will go up to silver, which is somewhat of a liability, but for part gameplay, extreme dominance, the screens are already hitting, especially against them taller guard type of builds. Those screens are hitting well, so the point guards will get open with silver brick wall. I'm not exactly sure yet how it will match up against pick dodger at super high levels. That remains to be seen. I imagine pick dodger will serve its purpose at higher levels for you lockdowns, you on-ball locks out there. So I may consider a different option. Pogo stick goes up to Hall of Fame, as you guys can see, and rebound chaser at tier 3 goes up to Hall of Fame on a 6'11" build with a maxed out 85 vertical. That sounds great to me. I love the idea and I love what I've seen so far with this build. We took it out to the park yesterday, but shooting is so difficult in the park. I'll move my webcam over for just a second here. I just wanted to showcase this build. You guys let me know if this build is a W or a L. I'm cool with whatever. I don't have any ego, so you guys let me know. I know what I can do with this build, and this build reminds me of the current gen 2K21 glass cleaning finisher build, but not the blue and red red build, the all red glass cleaning finisher build, which was super goated, super fast build, or at least it feels really fast out there on the court. I was covering a lot of space. I was in passing lanes. I was getting those blocks. The boards were insane. Interior defense maxes out at an 89. I skipped over my pass accuracy, my playmaking, because it's very limited, but I got a 76 pass accuracy to get break starter on gold. Ball handle and speed with ball, very limited. I wanted primarily to adjust it for defense and finishing. Perimeter defense goes up to 74, which is great on a 6'11 build. Steal goes up to 77, which is great as well. You get that glove badge too. The 99 block is where this build is going to shine. Anchor on Hall of Fame is really going to be a tremendous help for a build like this. Post move lockdown, things like that. Box out beast is going to be available for this build too. Rebound chaser Hall of Fame. O board goes up to 85. 99 defensive rebound. We'll get into the physicals. The physicals 76 speed. I wish I could have increased that a little bit more, but I sacrificed on my speed for some other attributes that I really wanted to max out to 99. Acceleration at a 70. Strength goes up to a 68. And I want to talk about how important strength is. Some of the things that I've noticed, again, non-biased. I don't need this build to be absolutely goated, but it is a really solid build for what it's made to do. You can't stretch the floor with this build, but running with an elite shooting threat point guard, this build is going to be extremely hard to guard against. Screens and rolls. Screens and rolls is what you're going to be seeing with this build. The strength is something that I notice is very different on NBA 2K23, which we're going to make a separate video for, but I wanted to touch base on some of the things that I've seen, even from the AI. Those back down animations were ridiculous. They're extremely aggressive. So I think when you go into rec and pro-am, man, that's going to be a gimme for them big man builds. Them big man builds are going to bully these smaller centers, at least from what I've seen so far. Those back down animations make my build feel like the player has post take on it. They're not even in takeover. So if you guys haven't taken advantage of back down animations, or you haven't increased your post control, be on the lookout, because I think that is going to be a thing in NBA 2K23 for them folks who increase their post control. They're going to use that back down punisher. They're going to use that drop stepper. They're going to make good use of post spin technician. And from what I've noticed so far, post fades, post spins, things like this are really doing well on NBA 2K23 so far. 85 vertical with a 90 stamina. That makes up the attributes for my day one patch proof build on NBA 2K23. I know shooting is a little bit difficult out there, which is why I wanted to make sure I had a 99 defensive rebound, and it is already extremely noticeable as I was grabbing boards over taller bigs that made the decision to put less in their rebounding to accommodate some of the shooting attributes that they were trying to get up out there. Now, matching this build up against a stretch type of player out there, stretches are going to be limited on their defensive attributes, but there are some 6'10s out there that are able to get a good amount of defensive attributes and still have an 80 plus 3 ball. I'm not sure what that means for extremely taller bigs, as they will dominate in the paint. It looks like they're going to dominate whether they add shooting attributes or not. Taller bigs are going to dominate in the paint, but they are going to sacrifice that slow movement, at least from what I've noticed. Them 6'10s are looking crazy. We will get into more builds later on today during our live stream, comparing different type of big man builds. So y'all stay tuned for that live stream later on today. We're doing a rate my build live stream. Again, if you guys want to submit your builds for that Rate My Build live stream at 3 p.m. today, 3 p.m. Eastern. Join our Discord. The link for Discord will be in the description below. Go into the 2K build and badge discussion room to submit your build. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Truly appreciate everything you do for the community. Keep it locked right here at AllCity Live TV, because we got a bunch more content coming your way. News, information, and updates on NBA 2K23. Drop a like, drop a sub on your way out. I'll catch you guys on the next video. Easy, y'all.